Hello friends, today I'm going to talk about starting where you are and 3 things that are stopping us from starting. But before I start, I want to ask you a question. What you have always wanted to do and why you haven't started it. So 3 things that are stopping us from starting right now. Number 1, the illusion of originality. Many of us don't start because we don't have any original ideas. But the thing is that there is no such thing as originality in this day and age anymore. Everything has already been done before. As the French writer Andre puts it, everything that had to be said has already been said. But since no one was listening, everything must be said again. What you are going to say or do might not be unique, but your audience will be. So you can just start out by copying your heroes or the people you are inspired with. Because if you won't imitate anything, you won't produce anything. Even the great artists like Michelangelo or Vincent van Gogh started out by copying their favorite artists. The legendary basketball player Kobe Bryant admitted that there was no shot that hadn't been played before, and he started out by copying the shots of the greats before him. But since his body was different before them, he could not copy them, and he ended up developing his own style due to that. The same thing will happen to you. You will start out by copying others, but it will be your failure to copy them that will lead you to have your own unique style. Number 2 is lack of resources, and this is related to the people who want to start a business or a startup and they think that they cannot start because they don't have resources. But today you don't need resources to start a business. For example, if you want to sell something online, you don't need to set up an online store or set up warehouses or set up logistics. You can just create a Google form, define your audience and share with them. Once you have enough chunk of orders, you can then begin to build your system. Or if you have an idea and you don't have any capital to execute it, you can just start out by identifying your audience and going to the closest person that matches their description and telling them that you have this amazing product that you want to sell. Either they will reject you or they will be interested. You might end up getting some pre-orders of the product. This is called validation of the idea. Once you have a validated idea, that is, you have identified people who are willing to pay you for it, there are a lot of people with a lot of money who will be more than willing to invest in you. Number 3 is not being an expert. Sometimes we don't start because we think we are not expert in that particular thing. But trust me, being a beginner is the best thing that can happen to you. Because in a beginner's mind, there are a lot of possibilities. But in an expert's mind, there are only few. Secondly, since you are a beginner and people know that you are a beginner, the bar will be really low for you. They won't expect quality stuff from you. So you can get away with a subpar product or making mistake publicly and they won't care. And thirdly and most importantly, you should learn in public and take people with you on your journey. The audience will see your transformation from being a beginner to an expert, and that will inspire them. Because people not only want to see great work or a finished product, they too long for creativity and they too long to be a part of this creative process. And when they see someone imperfect, putting stuff every day and improving with every output, they too will realize that maybe they can do it as well. So to summarize, start where you are and don't be worried about the things like not having any original ideas or not having any resources or not being an expert. Instead, use all of these things to your advantage. Thank you so much for making it to the end. Let me know in the comments what you've always wanted to learn and why you weren't able to do it. We might be able to brainstorm some way of you starting it. Thank you.